The world's most beautiful sports bikes. This phrase best describes MV Agusta's modern lineup. The 2019 acquisition by Timur Sardarov, his appointment as the CEO, and a €50 million cash injection has yielded wondrous results. The Varese Italy manufacturer has added some flawless new models, joined the Moto2 Championship, and now dares to consider entering the MotoGP competition. In this episode, we'd like to acknowledge the recent achievements of the brand by reporting on their freshest models with a racing DNA and stunning looks. Subscribe to Automotive Territory and ring the bell. We cover motorcycles on a regular basis. Enjoy the ride! MV Agusta F3 RR. The MV Agusta's factory racing team Reparto Corse is a permanent participant of the Supersport World Championship and Moto2, so the company has plenty of experience to conceal a true race bike under the skin of a road-legal model. The F3 RR was carefully wind tunnel tested and received some new aerodynamic elements like the wings, revised fender, higher windscreen, and carbon fiber side fairings that generate a load of nearly 18 pounds at the front end when the bike reaches its Vmax of 149 mph. The Supersport gets the most powerful engine in the 800cc category. The modified Trapistoni has titanium valves and new crankshaft bearings. With the optional racing kit, it makes 155 horsepower. The model utilizes a new IMU unit designed specifically for Agusta. Cornering ABS comes from Continental, and the 5.5-inch TFT panel connects with the MV Ride app. MV Agusta BRUTALE 1000 RS. If you want to get the most crucial features of the BRUTALE 1000 RR, but would not mind saving almost €7,000, time to check out the newly added 1000 RS model. The bike has the original's radical looks and cutting-edge performance drivetrain, but it manages to keep money in your pocket by getting a less expensive suspension setup. Instead of Allen's units front and rear, the bike gets an upside-down fork from Marzocchi and a progressive Zach single shock, both fully adjustable. The ergonomics become more relaxed, so MV Agusta markets the RS as a sport touring model. As usual, the 998cc four-cylinder peaks at 208 horses, though it does get different cam timing. Other 2022 features include a new quick shifter with the third-generation software, new IMU, Continental MK100 cornering ABS, and a 5.5-inch TFT display. MV Agusta Turismo Veloce. The entire Turismo Veloce lineup arrived slightly redesigned for 2022, finally focusing on its GT purpose. The bike's supporting subframe gets modified to allow lowering of the seat to more comfortable 32.5 inches. The seat itself offers thicker memory foam padding, while improved wind protection is a courtesy of a new fairing and a taller windshield with manual adjustability. The base Rosso model gets Marzocchi inverted front fork and Zach's rear shock, but both Lusso and RC upgrade to Zach's units on both ends, which are managed by the brand's chassis stability control software. 2022 also brings a couple of technical revisions for the MV Agusta's 798cc triple. As a result, it becomes Euro 5 compliant, and in case of the Turismo Veloce, produces 110 horses. Finally, the new 6-axis IMU from Inovia enables cornering ABS, GPS navigation, and cruise control. MV Agusta Superveloce S. Ever since the 2018 Milan Motor Show, Superveloce Serie Oro has been a smash hit of Agusta's 800cc range. This model here brings along Euro 5 homologation for the engine and an all-new Superveloce S trim. This is the same 3-cylinder 4-stroke with a counter-rotating crankshaft that already powers the BRUTALE 800. It was enhanced with the tappets and titanium valve guides, plus a special DLC coating to dampen friction. Compliance with the emission standards does not tamper with the performance of the Super Cafe racer, hence 147 HP at 13,000 RPM are still on top. The Superveloce S package means a dedicated white color with the golden accents, spoked tubeless wheels, racing kit, Alcantara leather seat, and aero exhaust. Lastly, the Innovia IMU with cornering Continental MK100 ABS and a new 5.5-inch color TFT screen with GPS become standard equipment. Make sure to inflate the like button if you agree with us that MV Agusta has the most beautiful sports bikes in the business. If you don't, the dislike button is still there. Let's keep rolling. MV Agusta Rush 1000. The urgency and muscles of this motorbike are visible at any angle. Among the design details exclusive to this Agusta are the headlight, which is the evolution of the RVS #1, unique rear frame and passenger seat. The lenticular rear wheel is a homage to the acceleration races, and two tailpipes characterize the rear axle. The beastly machine powers the engine from none other but the Brutale 1000 RR. So 208 horsepower at 13,000 RPM or 212 in the racetrack configuration are to be expected. Agusta labels the Rush 1000 as a strip bike and claims that it's the only mass-produced model in the world to have radial valves and titanium connecting rods to reduce engine loads and inertia. To justify the €39,000 price tag, it gets Brembo's Dilemma brake calipers with a Bosch 9 Plus Race ABS with a rear wheel lift mitigation, Öhlins EC suspension elements, and an 8-level traction control. MV Agusta BRUTALE 1000 Nurburgring Edition. All new this year, the Nurburgring Edition is the brand's hyper-naked flagship that is based on the Brutale 1000 RR and is limited to 150 units worldwide. The main purpose of this model is becoming lighter, and the Edition is quite successful in it, losing 20 pounds. This is made possible by the new carbon fiber wheels supplied by BST. Further weight reduction is achieved thanks to the race spec 4-2 Aero exhaust made from titanium. It belongs on the bike's standard equipment list, but requires after-sale installation. As before, the brakes come from Brembo, there is Continental's MK100 ABS, while the 208 horsepower 998cc engine can now be boosted by the new ECU mapping to 215 horses at 13,200 RPM. MV Agusta Dragster RR. Compact and uncompromising, Agusta's rebellious street fighter exposes its 3-piston heart and represents a raw blend of technology and emotions. Among its distinctive design peculiarities, we can highlight the aluminum front fender side supports and tank damper, and a full LED headlight with a small fly screen and a cornering function. The 798cc 3-cylinder engine is Euro 5 compliant and rated for 140 horsepower. Through the effective engineering work, inertial friction was reduced with the use of the DLC coating on the new tappets, different materials were used for the valve guides, and the exhaust system went through fine-tuning. The Dragster RR puts to work the new inertial measurement unit and Continental's ABS, which allows the rider to fully concentrate on the fun. MV Agusta Superveloce Alpine. Deriving its inspiration from the French Alpine A110 sports car, this limited edition motorcycle gets the same classic blue and silver paint scheme, Alcantara seat with double stitching also in blue, an extensive amount of visible carbon fiber. In addition to the flags on the front fender, the key exterior element signifying the collaboration between the French and the Italian brands is the ultra-small circular LED headlamp. Under the bodywork, the Superveloce Alpine hides the MV Agusta's signature inline 3-cylinder engine that develops 147 horsepower and can produce the maximum speeds of 150 mph. You also get a standard racing kit that includes a slipper clutch with a bidirectional quick shifter, Aero triple exhaust system, dedicated ECU mapping, seat cowl, and a personalized cover. On the tech front, the Edition features a 5-inch TFT display, cruise control, and Bluetooth connectivity. MV Agusta Ebikes. For the 2022 model year, Agusta embraces the popular trend and diversifies the portfolio with an elegant e-bike series. For now, the selection includes the AMO RR and the AMO RC. Both are powered by the 250-watt rear-wheel hub Mahle X35 Plus motor, Gates carbon drive, and a 250-watt-hour 36-volt Panasonic battery good for 47 miles of pedal-assisted riding. It's worth noting that in the US, the assisted speed is limited to 20 miles per hour and 25 kilometers per hour in Europe. These commuters were classic white, red, black, and yellow colors of the Agusta sports bikes. Magura MT4 brakes, Pirelli tires, and carbon forks are also standard. The higher spec MV Agusta AMO RC was inspired by the Reparto Corse racers and justifies the €1,000 premium with carbon wheels, Pirelli Cycle E GT tires, rubber Brooks cambium grip, and the Physic Adaptive R1 saddle. MV Agusta BRUTALE 1000 RR. Launched in 2019, the RR is basically the mass production version of the limited edition BRUTALE Serie Oro. It wears a different gray-black color scheme with the red or yellow accents, gets aluminum wheels, and features regular steel nuts and bolts instead of the titanium units. However, no changes are made on the drivetrain front, so we're looking at the 998cc 4-cylinder engine, good for 208 horsepower at 13,000 rpm. Its maximum torque reaches 86 pound-feet at 11,000. According to MV Agusta, the bike can develop insane 186 miles per hour. With so much performance potential, precise handling plays the utmost importance. Brembo brakes with Stellama radial 4-piston calipers are on the stoppage duty. Fully adjustable Allen suspension cushions the ride. There is a new Continental ABS, and the EM 2.0 ECU offers 4 engine maps paired with 8 levels of traction control. MV Agusta Superveloce Ago. Ago is not a new name for the MV Agusta lineup, since in the past the company has already released both F3 and F4 special editions under this moniker. Now, it is applied to this unique Superveloce bike, limited to 311 numbered units. The model was developed in cooperation with the MV Agusta's legend Giacomo Agostini, the winner of 311 races, including 15 World Championships. You will recognize the Ago by its retro racing livery, carbon fiber bodywork, and in case of the first 15 units, exclusive badges, each dedicated to one of Agostini's world titles. The bike also rides on old-school-looking spoked wheels that are fitted with modern Brembo brakes. Allen suspension is kit, same is true for the Alcantara seat and the usual race package with the Aero exhaust. As you would have expected, the power comes from a 798cc 4-cylinder that makes 147 horsepower. Let's do our usual thing and rate the MV Agusta 2022 lineup from 1 to 10. I would give it an 8. Handcrafted bikes must cost a lot, but the pricing is just way too high for the ordinary rider. Give your personal rating in the comment section, subscribe to Automotive Territory, ring the bell, and proceed to exploring other 2022 bike lineups through the links on the screen. May the torque be with you!